Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood the safety concerns with the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it right from the jump.
What?
Play action now, Murray. Oh, they're going deep here right off the rim. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass, not just playing the defense. But
and he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. On his Chad Ryland for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix gonna throw straight away. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And some excellent look on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Here's Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that takes them to 3rd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
3rd down, it's Penix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly...
Set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Murray on 3rd down. It's caught by Harrison. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Benson on 1st and 10. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Omaha. Oh, hey, Ace.
Here we go. 2nd and very long. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Murray. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get 6 more on their early advantage. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. He's out near midfield and still going. Past the 35. 20, 15. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4.
14. Falcons 10. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's nearly going to get the first down, Brock. It looks like this one makes it up to about the 21-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now.
Here's Penix to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action, here's Penix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Penix now. Gets this one to London. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 1 quarter away so far. 14-10 our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Run it with Robinson from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Bravo 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Robinson up the middle. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, set.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Cowboys,
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin this drive with Benson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Running from the pistol with Benson. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give on 2nd to Benson. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and long for him here. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 2nd quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Cardinals 21, Falcons 17. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it'll be 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Penix is going to throw again. Finds a man right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
And it's 3rd down.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. And again, it's Penix. Finds the... Oh, the football's loose! And the Cardinals grab it! And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Murray from the pistol. Setting up the screen here for Harrison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Benson now from the gun. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Big Ace.
Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Ready up.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go.
To the air with Penix. It looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Penix here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And we will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Cougar 19. Go.
It's Penix yet again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Brought in right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. His return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
One more. 2-2. Hot. Shift. Switch gears.
Run on first down. Here's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. And off to Benson from the gun. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Stop made by the first runner out of Tennessee, James Pierce. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 19, time, 19, 60.
From the 34. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13.
Let's go. Pass the 60, 19 Lions.
Trying again, following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Looking underneath here, Benson. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Play action now. Murray. Has it at the 7. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. They're on a close close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Miller on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, Penix. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He's stopped quickly.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Throw right side, caught by Mooney. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's brought down after a short game.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Penix is going to throw again. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Again, Penix to the air. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third and long for him here. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Koo able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
DJ Chark on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 8.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Benson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
A loss of 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's Benson again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Diablo on the tackle. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Cardinals football, and they'll start the 4th quarter up by a couple of scores, too. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18.
38. Falcons 20. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Another try following the sack. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And the Cardinals getting 2 extra defensive backs out there. Third down coming. Penix here from the gun. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco. Let's go.
Desperation time here. That one's caught by Mooney. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
It's Penix yet again. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They've got first down from the 31. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it's too late, Kate. And when they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, can't really repeat what they were saying down there, but I can promise you none of it was any good.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check out.
Here's Robinson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
And they take this in for the score. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons make it an 11-point ball game.
38. Falcons 27. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The give now to Benson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Murray. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
With Dallas here. This is going to be close, but I don't think he's got it. Nope, they mark him shy of the first. This is going to be a turnover on downs. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, here's Penix. He fires one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 6, Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air with Penix. Guess who? Pitts has another. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Penix. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Drake London with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
All is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect. and it wasn't there.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Falcons have some new life in the fourth!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bronco 80.
Robinson on the inside give. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Take over.
From the shotgun, Penix has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Time and again, receivers would tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
19, 18.
He'll throw it. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
38. Bradley Pinion set to
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
Here's 2nd and 2. Setting up the screen here for Harrison. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals losing by 4. New set of downs for him at the 38. He'll look to throw it. Wilson on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10.
They're going to run this with Dallas. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons 43.
Back to throw. And he got there in time. He's taken down. A dose of the hurry up offense here.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Chuck there to haul it in. And they Catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
It's 4th down.
Throwing now. It's caught by Wilson. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, Omax got it. Look at the power. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
It's a loss of 1.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Dallas. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals push their lead to 3.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Miller on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther Hawk 7. Hawk 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
From the 31. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. That one's caught by Mooney. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. First down, ball at the 36.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, Buffalo 18, 60 Eagles, 60, go.
It's Penix yet again. Completed to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Young Hui Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. From 37 yards in the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Run on first down. Here's Murray. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those two series, it is next score wins.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. But it looked like a Falcon swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
2nd and 8. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense looking at 3rd and 8 here. This is a tough one to continue this opening drive of OT. Penix now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. This needs to be a good one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Dallas. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
That
21
chunk worth a
yards.
nice 21
That's
yards.
good for a Cardinals
And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Good offenses.
First and 10
Okay,
at the
good play callers know how to
43-yard line.
utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10, Murray. Rolling left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And 11 at the 43-yard line.
Come back. Two. Deuce. On the hole. Hey, Ace. Empty.
Trying again, following the sack. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 6. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Carry here for Dallas. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Move.
Back to Dallas. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals go up by 6. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.